Hello, welcome or welcome back to Masterful Divine Feminine 333. I wanted to hop on here and get some twin flame messages. The energy was feeling a little bit murky, sad, confused, stuck. Yeah, so let's just drive. Maybe someone wants to drive by your house, or maybe you used to take like nice trips with this person. Maybe you want to pull up to their house. I don't recommend that, by the way, especially if you're in separation, especially if you are new to the twin flame journey. Yes, I strongly do not recommend that. But we can definitely see what's going on. Let's see what collective I crave you. Okay, I feel like it's definitely mutual, but I'm getting that this is you towards your twin. I didn't know what love felt. Yep, yep. I didn't know what love felt like until you came along. hmm When I, when can I hold you again? I will never let go. Right? Yep. I am a mess right now. And I miss you more and more every day. Yeah, sad face, right? Tears. I feel like this is you. Again, it's definitely mutual. Don't get me wrong, but I strongly feel like this is you. You are craving this person so much. You've never loved anyone the way you've loved this person. You may have even spent some time looking up the difference between loving someone and being in love with someone, and it's like you're like, I just don't even know what I feel. It's greater than love. You miss them so much. It's like if you can see them right now, you'll hug them and you'll never let them go, right? You're a mess. You're probably not eating. You're not sleeping. You're constantly thinking about them. You may be constantly looking at their social medias and other platforms of just to see what they are about. And like earlier with drive, like you may be thinking about like taking an Uber to their house or pulling up to their house if you do drive your own car, your own vehicle, and you're missing them more and more every day, like to the point where it's making you sick. It's making you sick. Some of you may have even missed days from work or haven't even showered in a couple of days for some of you. Yeah. So let's see what else we get. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pull some of these messages and we're going to get some advice. I loved you more than I let on. So this is definitely the both of you. Because usually in the beginning, the divine feminine is like chill. She's usually chill. She's not triggered yet. So she's pretty much like kind of still her usual like reserved self. Or again, not gender specific, but for the most part, you were pretty chill. But then the masculine usually offers a bit more emotion at first, but then usually like when there's a separation, they're running away. So they're not even like giving you any sort of confirmation, right? That they did love you, that this connection meant something for them. So you're like holding on, wanting them to just like acknowledge the fact that you guys had something, you have something so beautiful, but they're like, yeah, no, I want to rebuild our connection, and you're my everything, and I can't keep pretending that I'm okay without you. You're the best thing that has happened to me. Even though you're not with me, my love for you grows every day. So check this out. Again, mutual energy, but this is dominant masculine energy across the board, which is why I put it on top of mine. So you're longing for them, you're missing them, you're wanting to chase them. They're running, but while they are running, they are like, oh my God, this feels like the best thing that's ever happened to me, which is while they're running. because they got so triggered. And I know it may not make sense. It's like, but it's like, just imagine like, well, you're going through the same thing. What the reason why you're probably chasing and feeling the loss is because like you're being triggered to heal your abandonment wounds, right? So for them, they're being triggered to heal their wounds and their trauma, and they're not used to a love like yours. And I don't say that in like a way that like is simple. Like they're really not used to it. They're used to connections that come and go, that don't truly like, they don't have to be themselves. They can continue to wear their mask. They can continue to like have a facade. Can they can continue to be fake. And with you, even if they tried it, which they usually don't until they start running, they realize like right away that you have the power to change them. And keep in mind, one thing to understand about the masculines, they are extremely sensitive. They are highly sensitive, and they are deeply afraid of getting hurt. And they felt like you had the power to hurt them, and that's not something that they were willing to risk because they haven't healed from their trauma. They've kind of sort of like put a band-aid over everything. They've just continued to live their adult lives like everything is a-okay. And when you came along, it's like the cliche, like, you took that band-aid off. Also, there's a lot of running upstairs right now with these kids, so I apologize if you are hearing it, but at the same time it's also like a confirmation, like there is a turbulent situation happening in your connection right now. So I'm going to confirm with you that your masculine misses you. Your masculine is pretending that they are okay without you. You may see them posting, hanging out with other friends, right? You may see them just carrying along like they're fine, but sometimes when you look deeply into their eyes, you can see that there's pain there, and you can feel it too. You can feel like they're longing for you. They do want to rebuild the connection. Even though you're not with me, my love for you grows every day. So they're actually loving you more and more each day, each second. You are too. They are too. The thing is, you're willing to express it and show it. You're ready to send flowers right now. Um, or whatever it is, like Nike sneakers, Jordans, I'm hearing for some of you, their favorite thing. And they're like, not at a time, they're not ready yet to express that. So it's so important. Like, if you want any potential in this connection, if you are truly ready to embark on the twin flame journey, this is a critical point for you to understand what a twin flame journey is, understand how to heal your like insecure attachment, understand how to look into like the trauma. Some of you may need therapy, right? You may need professional advice. So this is just guidance, but it's to really dig deep, to dig deep and unpeel the layers within you, right? That's so important. Dig deep and unpeel the layers within you. This is not about chasing your masculine. I know that pain that you're feeling is unbearable, right? It literally is like a part of you is missing, because essentially, yes, a part of you is missing because your counterpart is your other half and they are currently missing. Right? Um, but to continuously chase someone who's running away, they're going to keep running. So the more you chase, the more they run. So you got to stop. You got to stop running. You got to turn around and you got to say, at this point where you are in your connection, based on what caused the separation, what am I here to learn? Right? What was that fight? Right? What was that fight that happened? What was that disagreement? What were you doing? Yes, you're gonna have to take some accountability. You're gonna have to take responsibility. Understand why you reacted the way you reacted. Ask yourself, if this person like treated me so poorly during this argument, right? If it's if they're like able to just like walk away from me, why am I like feeling the need to run after them? Right? Ask yourself these questions, dig deep, be patient with yourself. Have compassion with yourself, because you're about to heal a whole lot of generational trauma, and it's not going to be easy. But if you found this reading, that I'm here to guide you, and I'm here to help you. But again, tarot reading is not to substitute for professional or legal advice, right? So it's just guidance. I would like to just help you to truly understand, one to let you know you're not crazy, right? One to help you find a place of guidance and support. Yeah, because if you're watching this channel, more than likely other people watching this channel too are like somewhat new or midway through their twin flame journey, and they just can't anymore figure out why things keep happening. Why does the separation keep happening? So the person, your counterpart, may have actually already like gotten, they probably were already involved with someone when you guys met, but either way, they may be posting that they're hanging out with someone. I'm keeping my tabs on you, which is very accurate. Yeah, they're still watching you, and you're obviously watching them if you are. And this is important. I'm trying to become the best version of myself for you. So for those of you that truly step into what it means to be a divine feminine and heal you, you're going to be a catalyst for your masculine. The truth is that it's a wonderful thing, right? But it's also important that you're not like fake healing. You're not like doing the things just because you're like, oh, it's going to change. It's not. It has to come from a pure place. It has to be with the intent of only doing it for you. And it will naturally um, help your masculine become a better version. So even if they are out on a date with someone, they're thinking about you, they're missing you at night, they do love you, they do want to see you. But at this time, your masculine does not have the capacity to love you. And believe it or not, feminine, you also don't have the capacity to love the masculine either the way that they need to. And you will know. You will know when you will come to a point where you've healed so many things, because we're always healing, right? That you would actually decide that, like, you know what? I really do love this person. But usually the feminine is ahead in the twin flame journey. So it may take some time for your masculine to catch up. But either way, you may decide at some point, like down the road, if they return, I'll welcome them back with open arms. But you're not passively waiting. You're actively waiting, right? I hate to say waiting, but it's like you're doing you. You're taking care of you're healing. You've healed your inner child. You're happy. You're more present. You're like present at family functions. You're not crying every day on the train for months. Yeah, of course you still miss them and you still love them, but you're you're living your life. You're fulfilling your life's purpose, which is usually the ultimate goal. It's like when you choose you, the masculine chooses you. So that's the truth. So yes, my advice to you tonight, it will, if well, I'm recording this at night, but whenever you're watching, my advice to you will be to try your best to regulate yourself before making that decision. I'm not saying not to go, because I don't feel like I can tell you what to do. The advice is suggesting that you don't go, but the best thing you can do is to regulate yourself. So ways that you can cleanse your energies: listening to some Reiki, meditating, taking a nice shower, and letting that water just fall down and cleanse you. And some of you have been putting off doing chores, like for those of you that haven't taken a shower, whatever the case may be, um, do do it. Do all of it first before you hop in that car. Yeah. And when you do that, take a second, think about this reading, and make your decision. Okay. Again, if you need professional advice, right? If you are feeling like you can't live anymore, anything like that, please do seek professional advice. um I do have a like a twin flame intro. So like if you're not sure if you're on a twin flame journey, you just kind of like want to have like a chat with me before we do a bigger reading. I do have like a special, like we can just talk for 15 minutes. It's 11 dollars and 11 cents. We'll talk for like 15-20 minutes. And so if there's anything personal that you may want to share, this space is here. But if it is in your best interest to seek a professional advice, I will definitely make that clear. Okay, so yeah, it's not really a reading, it's just like a chit chat. Get to know me, you get to know me, I get to know you. Talk to me about like what's going on, and if you want to schedule a reading after that point. So I just thought it was important to say that for those of you that may be on the verge of doing something harmful because you just can't anymore. It's all crashing down. Please do stop this reading. You can always come back and watch it later, and um, call a friend, call a hotline. Okay, yeah. My biggest regret is not telling you how I really feel, and no matter how hard I try, my thoughts always come. My thoughts always sway back to, yeah, your masculine is always thinking about you. You're always thinking about them, and they are gonna try for a very long time. Ooh, that didn't even come out, but they're gonna try for a very long time to act like they weren't affected by this, but they can't. They're always gonna think about you. They can be on a date and be wondering what you would have been ordering if you were there. Someone could literally tell a joke and they would think to themselves, such and such would have done a better job at that joke. Or they can tell a joke and then the other person doesn't get it, and then they'll be like, seriously? That person gets me, right? I'm keeping my distance to protect you and your energy. Very important. Also, really big takeaway: when separation happens, is an opportunity to heal. It's not an opportunity to chase. It's not an opportunity to feel like you need to end your life. Again, seek professional advice. It's an opportunity to heal. It's an opportunity to understand, why am I feeling this way? Why am I thinking these things, right? A personal reading will allow us to dig deeper. If you've used therapy in the past and you found it to be successful, I will also recommend that you see a therapist again. If you haven't, but you've been considering it, I will recommend it. If you've had it and you're like, absolutely not, no one gets me, no one gets it, then I respect that too. But do your best to not harm yourself. Do your best to understand that this can you like like you chose this connection. It's a very challenging one, and the goal is to help you heal, to help you heal. So dig deep, yeah, dig deep. Love yourself, nurture yourself. Let's just get you a not just, but let's get you a divine beloved oracle card for some friendly advice as you go through the next few hours after this reading, because I know like separation from your masculine, you feel every second of the day. It gets better. So let's see. Oh my gosh, I'll take them. So support and balance. Support. Allow me, divine beloved, to let go, relax, and enjoy the process, knowing that it's safe to offer all to your capable hands. The right actions are always shown, and the right help always comes indeed. Like finding this channel. It's like divine timing for you. So welcome. Change me, divine beloved, into one who fully offer what? Sorry. Change me, divine beloved, into one who can fully offer my schedule to you so my life can be in balance. Let me take rest whenever necessary, trusting that one way or another, all needs will be met. Yeah. So if you're really, really stuck, I mean, the advice I'm getting to is like just try to go to sleep. Try to go to sleep. Try to sleep it off. Yeah. Don't be, oh, wow, I didn't realize they were actually both sleeping. That's also important too, like that 5D connection. So the 5D place is a great the 5D place is a great space for you to telepathically connect with your counterpart. And there's telepathic exchanges all the time, but like very significantly at when you're at rest. Yeah, that would be a great space to go in and have a conversation, and one out of love, right? One out of support. When you're both sleeping or just before you go to bed, you're usually thinking about each other. The dreams too, like they'll definitely come into your dreams. You'll be in their dreams. Sometimes it's good to journal about it. You may not fully understand what's happening, but journaling it out, continuing your spiritual practices, eventually, like it starts to become clearer and clearer. Also, when it comes to the twin flame journey, the more you relax and surrender, the more enjoyable it actually is, believe it or not, because you get to appreciate the ability that you have to live your life's purpose and be a powerful manifester. And in a way, like take charge of the magic you can create. Like it's wonderful when you realize, wow, I have the opportunity to like become who I'm meant to be, and I'm on the path of discovering it. It's wonderful, and many of you already kind of know, right? You just need a little kick in the butt. Twin flame journey is the hardest kick in the butt you're ever going to get in terms of support. So as long as you continue to heal and take the right steps, and it doesn't mean that there are wrong steps, it just means that you continuously make the intent of taking care of you, you're going to find your support group, you're going to find your soul tribe, you're going to align with the right readings, right? Alignment is going to come. Divine guidance is going to be clearer and easier for you to understand. So yeah, I think for those of you that resonate with this reading and really make an effort to slow down and relax, something beautiful is going to happen in the springtime. Keep in mind on the journey, you may have other suitors. Like you may actually have other suitors right now, and sometimes you may be a little hesitant to get involved. Well, only always like getting involved with people who are good for you, but don't feel that being with someone else is going to slow down the connection. What slows down the connection is actually the chasing, right? And the attachment. So if you decided that in springtime you want to date someone or be intimate with someone, yeah, the choice is yours. Spirit is here for it. Yeah. Surrender and love the journey. Wow. Okay. What else? What else? Should we get some tarot? All right, but not too many because this sometimes tarot just be getting all up in it, and the whole message is supposed to be about reminding you, right? Reminding you to heal. But we can get a little bit of tarot. Show me what my viewers want to know at this time. Is my masculine thinking about me? Yes, I told you all of that in the beginning already. Do they miss me? Yes, they miss you. Will they call? Yes, they will. But not while you're, if they return to you in this energy, you're going to face another separation. Let me make it clear. Just because you continue healing, if you choose the healing and the relaxing, doesn't mean there won't be other separations. It just means you'll be managing it a whole lot better, right? You'll be like, what separation? What Taurus? So some of you can be a Taurus. And you have the inner knowing. You have the inner knowing of what to do. You're afraid. You're afraid. Nine of Swords and Hermit. Yeah, so it is important. So usually, by the way, when your masculine is running away, they're like feeling like this. And even though they're posting or not posting, this is the energy they're in, the Hermit. So they're feeling like completely defeated, and then they isolate from everything and everyone around them until they decide to pop up again for a day or two, a weekend, and then they go right back into this. They keep doing this. They keep doing this because they're avoiding facing what they need to face. And if they're avoiding facing what they need to face, more than likely you're also avoiding what you need to face. So keep that in mind. We'll just get a few more. They do love you. Yeah, they're burdened. You're all the way confused, right? You may have to watch this reading again, and I'm not just saying that, but like if you're so overwhelmed and upset right now and all you really want is for them to just show up at your doorstep, or for you to show up at their doorstep, then the reading isn't sitting. The reading isn't settling. So you don't have to watch it again. But if there's any part of you that wants to go through this journey as peacefully as possibly, as in control of your emotions as possibly, as healed as possibly, if the reading didn't settle, for those of you that it didn't settle with, watch it again. And also, like I said, hit me up. Let's talk, for that 15 minutes. Wheel of Fortune, yeah, new beginnings. You seeing how beautiful this connection really is. And coming out of a place of like complete fear and frustration and pain to like, wow, look at what I'm capable of creating. Look at who I'm capable of becoming. Everything like I've ever wanted to be. Let's see what else we got. Yep. Yep. 10 of 10 of Pentacles, all the money in the bank, and Ace of Cups full of love. But that's also like that self-love, which is important, to healing yourself and healing the connection, right? Your financial abundance. So this is here for you in a connection with someone, but it's also a reminder to like give this to yourself, right? Ace of Pentacles. Yep, and Queen of Wands. Yeah, it's so important for you to get into the Queen of Wands energy. Confident, enthusiastic, independent, determined, warm, focused, courageous, joyful. So important for you to be able to master that energy while and on the twin flame journey, and the King of Kings. So, I mean, look at all these cards, like strength, power, courage, intelligence, clear boundaries. Like this is where you got to get to. Yeah, being able to set those boundaries, being able to communicate, being able to not have your masculine like manipulate the fuck out of a situation, because they love to do that. Feminines do too as well. But being able to like get to this place where you're so balanced, like, yeah, do you understand? Like you met this person to it's like a spiritual awakening. Like they came to like catalyze like your first spiritual awakening, one out of many, by the way. I'm not going to say to you that this is the first and last separation. No, because usually typically, right, there are multiple reunions and disconnect. Sometimes they'll come back, or you'll come back again into union. I shouldn't say union, because I'm not saying like a relationship. You could come back just into each other's lives as friends or some sort of like connection. But either way, yeah, there comes a time where you've both like healed to a certain point where it's like, okay, yeah, I'll meet you here again. We'll catch up, we'll link up, we'll vibe. I'm gonna trigger you again, you're gonna trigger me again, and we'll separate again. Yeah. So, if all goes well, there will be other separations, but I promise you, like with with taking care of yourself, with focusing on yourself, with relaxing and surrendering to this journey, with taking an opportunity right now to just pause. You know, if you're crying, if you're hurting, like feel it, but take an opportunity to put yourself back into the center of your life. hmm And for some of you, that might mean just going to sleep tomorrow and starting fresh again. But it's definitely not looking like pulling up to the house, I'll tell you that, okay? Again, I can't say this enough. Um, Tarot is not a substitute for professional advice, so please do seek professional advice if needed, okay? You are loved, and I love you. And I know that this journey is rough, and I know that you've been crying your heart out. Okay? But you got this. You got this. So let's see. This is just going to be like an angel whisper reminder to take this with you. And if you see this number come up throughout your day, it's another confirmation. So 222 balance. I love that balance came out for you because I was thinking it, I was feeling it. You always have to like realign yourself back into balance when on a twin flame journey, because does shake you up. Now is the time to take inventory of your feelings. Are there any feelings of imbalance or resistance? Divine whispers are here to remind you that the alignment that you seek also seeks you. Breathe, rest, and reset. What feels peaceful and calm easily finds me as I restore the balance within me. So I'm going to leave it there. I wish you a wonderful day, evening, morning, night, and we'll definitely do this again. And please do like, comment, share, subscribe if this reading resonates with you. Feel free to leave a comment, especially for those of you that kind of are at a similar point in the twin flame journey. It's a safe space for us to communicate. And if you want to have a one-on-one session with me, definitely check out the website, Masterful Divine Feminine 333.com. I am sending you love and light. Sleep well, restore your balance, rest, and reset. Okay, we will chat soon.